Well, salutations to the kindred spirits. Hey, greetings and welcome to another Coin Magic learning experience. Let's see what we have here. 4 red-backed bicycle jokers, $4 half dollars, 50-cent pieces, silver coins, 4 Kennedy half dollars. We'll use the eagles as our motif, and let's talk about the 4 cards, 4 coins, and woo! We'll talk about the 4 horsemen if you're interested. If you are, just leave a comment in the description. No one's interested? Okay then. So 4 cards, 4 coins. This wonderful plot introduced to the Magic community by Al Schneider back in the 60s. I can remember buying this manuscript from Haynes House of Cards. We'll talk about this history. We'll also be talking about the method, but let's take a look at the effect in question first, starting with the eagles uppermost, as these birds are about to fly from their respective bird cages, the cards acting as such covers to conceal the coins before they make their journey. It happens one at a time, and as they say, birds of a feather do flock together, and that is the first one. Number 2, trapped like a bird in a cage, also makes its journey like a will-o'-the-wisp from here to there, and hey, that's number 2. 2 down, 1 to go. The third one goes long distance, and we can do it without the cards. That's all 4 birds together, and that is, I'll tell you exactly what that is. That is Shigeo Takagi's handling, or a personalization thereof, of Al Schneider's Matrix. So Shigeo Takagi published Convergence, and maybe with my personalizations we could call this Convergence. Who's with me? Still no one? Moving on. So Shigeo Takagi, in Kaufman's wonderful book, The Amazing Miracles of Shigeo Takagi, published Convergence. It's this handling of the Matrix that we're going to talk about today. As I talk about all of these things, I'd be remiss if I didn't send the student to look at the works of Ross Bertram, who had the coin assembly in Stars of Magic. It's a 2-card version that is well worth your attention. Bertram introduced the pickup move there, which is instrumental to this trick, picking up a coin secretly beneath the card. So at one point in this routine, we'll be doing this procedure. Derek Dingle also had this idea of butting the thumb up, pushing down, and you kind of elevate the coin when you push down on it, and that allows you to pick up the coin with the card. So that's the Dingle-Bertram pickup move for future reference. This trick typically, well, almost always begins with a steal of one of the coins. A traditional fashion of this steal is to pinch a coin between your third finger and thumb as you lay the cards over in this fashion. You pick up the coin and eventually move it to another spot. I like to use this under the hand steal with 2 cards in each hand. And I should note, before we do this steal, we're always going to do this all the time with our sleight of hand. Move the clean hand first. Move the hand that's not doing a secret action first, drawing the audience line of sight into that area. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to show 2 cards in each hand. I'm going to move the left hand first to cover the coin at the outer left. I'm going to do that because the right hand's about to do the dirty work. It's going to steal a coin beneath the fingertips. So as I go to cover this coin, the back of the fingertips are going to drag one of the coins away as one of the cards gets left in the spot where it was. As I do this, I should note also it helps if you put a little bend in the jokers. This will give a little bit of a kind of a 3D air to it. In other words, you don't want a flat card laying on the table. If you can have a little bent thing, it gives it more depth once the card is occupying a space where there is no coin. All right, let's go back where we are. We show 2 in each hand, gesturing with the left hand first, drawing attention here as we begin to cover here. It's now that the fingertips steal this coin as the card is left here. Continuing along the same vein, it's best to leave this card here first as we move towards the outer right to drop off this coin secretly beneath the card that's already there. A slight adjustment is followed through. You angle these cards sideways. You can briefly show this. If you show this, you'll have a vanishing coin effect you don't want. So show this, and then as we adjust these two, we can execute the pickup move, just pushing forward slightly till our thumb feels the coin and then picking up the coin to show as it should be 1 and 1. Now we get to the Takagi benefits. The bonus points of using this handling is that the cards are used as more than just covers. See how it's integrated into the Vanish? And let me rewind a little bit and note that like in the Dingle or in the Schneider Classic, you would just show like this situation and then Hocus Pocus, do this, and then use the pickup move to insinuate the transition. So from here, and you can do this whole routine just using pickup moves. In fact, I'll tell you, this is the way that I learned it when I was 16, I guess. And this trick slays. Even at its basic level, this trick is a killer. So if you don't have a matrix in your routine and you like sleight of hand, you might consider even adding just the regular matrix to your repertoire. As I was saying, the Takagi handling integrates the cards as more than a cover. They get active in the handling. So here we're going to do this retention vanish of the coin, apparently placing the coin in your hand, but secretly keeping it hidden behind the card. So this happens after the coin is scooped by the playing card. It's held in place by the thumb and turned over with most of the coin, as much of it exposed as you can manage. That coin, you want to aim for like the base of your first and second fingers. And then the fingers close. As soon as they hit the back of your card or the back of the fingertips, you're ready to pull this coin behind. So scoop, place, touch, pull. This hand moves away first. It's the clean hand. That's the dirty hand. So we move the clean hand away first. Execute the vanish. Now as I'm opening the fingers here to show the vanish, this hand is doing this action. The coin is pinched between the thumb and first finger, thumb beneath, and then the second finger dips beneath the card from the top to the bottom to pinch the coin in this fashion. So it's pinched between the forefinger and thumb. This allows me to show my hand empty like this. So, and again, that action is done after or as the coin is vanishing here. Maybe we can get our over the shoulder cam. The hand is pinched, the second finger goes underneath and pinches the card and coin together. One last time, we're here, vanish, the second finger goes underneath and the hands can be shown palm up. Follow this vanish with the revolve of the card at the outer right corner. As it revolves, turn it face up and then pinch it as the forefinger moves to the bottom of the cards. Pinch the coin and the card above it with the fingertips and thumb. Show the coin that's made its arrival, get all the attention here, and then cover these two coins with the joker. As you do so, drop that extra coin beneath it. So in essence, we're getting one ahead of the audience with each coin that vanishes. This is a sandwich vanish, so we're going to infer that the coin gets sandwiched between the two cards and vanishes from between them. That's a pretty thing. So this is this action. The coin is flipped over as the card is flipped over, or you can flip the coin over and turn over the card. The idea is you inferred that the coin is trapped between these two, but what actually happens is the hands move upward, is this coin is moved to the bottom as opposed to the middle. So it starts in the middle, infer it's there, but as the hands move upward, just a slight movement to the right will allow you to secretly move that coin beneath. Affect the vanish by flipping the uppermost card face up into the left hand, and then we can display the complete vanish by covering the coin with the tips of our fingers and using this kind of revolve show. So my fingertips are pulling backward to expose the card and concealing the coin beneath it as you do so. So let's do this briefly to show the coin is vanished. I will put it back here in a clip position to show this position as I flip the joker face down here and then readjust to pinch the coin beneath it as this coin is adjusted. We're almost done here. All that's left is to leave this coin in the final spot as the last card is covered. I infer this coin is getting sneaked into the left hand. Let me turn this off here. So what I'll do is bring this hand in this vicinity, and then as I flip this card up, I close this hand, inferring it's caught the coin. So it's like this. I say, watch the last coin vanish. Watch the last coin vanish. And now I toss the non-existent coin into this hand. Look, there's nothing there, but I pretend there is, and that way when this vanishes, I'm like, there's nothing, there's no way they could make a connection from the coin that there sure is here. There it is, it's not there, the coin has vanished, and watch as it travels. And as I said, I'll often have a spectator put their hand here. I'll tell you what I'll often do is this, as I'm placing the last coin into position, I'll say, hey spectator, here, just cover the coins, and I'll shove the trio towards their hand. I'll say, put your hand here, put your hand over the coins. And as I shove these towards their hand, when they put their hand there, you can just leave that extra coin beneath it and remove this card, and then infer that everything travels just beneath their hand and not the card. Go down that rabbit hole, see if it works for you. And hey, I think we've talked enough today about coins and cards and all such things, and I'll thank you for giving me your attention during this time, and I'll wrap this up. Maybe I'll see you on another video, and it'll be ciao for now.